Welcome to Journaling with Nature, the podcast for those who want to turn curiosity into wonder, a pencil sketch into a rabbit hole of discovery, a moment of stillness into a life full of joy. I'm your host, Bethan Burton. Let's open the pages of our nature journals and explore this world together. Hello, this is episode 148. Today's prompt episode is all about going on a colour hunt. Often in nature journaling, we spend time matching colours, mixing up watercolour that matches our subject, which we then add to our journal page. Well, today's prompt is kind of opposite to that. What I want us to do is to take a few random coloured pencils from your set, if you have them, or next time you're at the DIY store, you can get some of those colour swatch cards from the paint section and use those. So grab some coloured pencils and go for a walk and see if you can match the colour you chose with something you see outside. It might be a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or it might be just a very small part of a bigger object, like you might have a peachy colour pencil and you end up finding the same colour on one small part of a plant stem. This game helps us to tune in and be more aware of colour, and the searching aspect makes it fun. Doing this with others, especially children, is a lovely thing to do, but by yourself is wonderful too. When you go out and find your colours, you can then use the pencils to draw the objects into your nature journal. Now, depending on where you are in the world right now, this might be difficult at this particular time of year in March. I remember many years ago I created an Instagram challenge where I encouraged people to find different colours around the colour wheel and to do a nature journal page for each colour. And it was called Let's Colour April. And I guess I had a Southern Hemisphere bias because here our environment is evergreen and you can usually find all the colours close to home at any time of year. And my friends in Canada let me know that most of the landscape was still white with snow at this time of year. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere like me, you're in an evergreen environment, go outside, see what colours you can find. And if you're in a place where colour is limited at this time of year, you could do this activity as spring starts to unfold, or you could also do this from your memory. Take up some colour pencils and see if you can remember a time or a place in nature where you've seen these colours before. This could be a lovely way to get through when the weather is a bit bleak and think about the colours that will arrive in spring. If you don't have coloured pencils or paint swatches, you could equally do this with anything around that's coloured. You could even cut little circles of colour from a magazine and use those as your colour swatches. Colour is so incredibly therapeutic for us. It grounds us, it can uplift us, it can calm us or excite us. Let this activity be a way to tune into colour around you and to notice more. One thing that I love about nature journaling is that it sharpens our attention. And when you pick up something like a green leaf, for example, it's possible to find a whole heap of different colours on something you initially labelled as green, for example. You might see 5 different types of green, or you might see reds and browns or yellows and oranges. Start noticing all of the little nuances of colour around you and try to match these up with the coloured pencils you chose. Have fun with this game, and as always, I would love to hear how it goes for you. Thank you so much for listening. See you next week.